Let me tell you, I'm new to this council, brand new. Up until a week ago, I have been campaigning, and I've been walking. Walked a lot of neighborhoods. I did my own block walking myself, so I didn't have an army of block walkers out there, and I thought that was important. When I was out there, their concerns and what they wanted to bring up and talk with me about were things like crime, our streets, the condition of the streets, drainage, sidewalks, parks, those things that I need to take an interest in to try to help my neighbors in District 10. I didn't get any comments about climate change, and I didn't really have an opportunity, and I have not had the opportunity to go back and talk with people in District 10. And as Mr. Seal said, yes, I want to be educated. I have a lot of questions about this. I have a lot of questions about climate change. And I think it's important to do that research, just as you said, sir, as well as getting back and doing that research in my district.
When I sought this office, I spoke to many people, as I know you did as well, Councilman Perry. And I would say 99% of the people I spoke to did not ask me if I was a Democrat or a Republican, or if I was a liberal or a conservative, because I asked them what was their concern about their neighborhood and the things that affect their lives. And like you said, I didn't have, maybe I had a handful of people who said, well, yes, I am interested in climate change and protecting the environment, but it wasn't a primary issue. So I would say that this should not be a political issue, and let's not turn it into a political issue. It's also estimated that San Antonio could experience 17 more days per year of above 100-degree temperatures if our country and we as part of that country and in our own city don't do something or don't continue with what we're actually doing to improve the air quality in our city. We know that we're really facing drastic economic implications if we end up meeting the non-attainment air quality controls set by the federal government. And that'll mean major economic implications for us as individuals and for our city.
Sometimes you're on the campaign trail, you're doing this for a year, these topics and conversations don't normally come up. I mean, some of the things that we're going to see to Councilman Kerr's point and Councilman Perry's point is that not all of these things come up over the course of time. So when you get elected and you take office, you got a very short period of days really just to get up to speed on the things that matter most to our community as a whole, and that includes our global community. But I will tell you, I'm going to put a stake in the ground today that every council member should have an opportunity to weigh in on any ordinance, legislation, or piece of material that ends up on our agenda. I did not know about it. I did not see the documentation until it ended up on an agenda. I believe we cannot go forward as a body like that if that's how we are going to pursue our policy making here on the San Antonio City Council. Frankly, I did not receive one comment during the campaign on a climate action plan or the Paris Accord. We did not come up in District 6. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist or it's not an issue or a situation. So I am supporting, in this case, Councilman Perry's move to push this back to August 3rd. But I will tell you, as is already going to happen, I can tell it's clearly obvious that Councilman Perry and I will be on the wrong side of that.
And history.
A vote where we will probably miss that. And at which point I've already told Councilman Perry I am going to vote in favor of the action plan and the resolution. Because I am honoring Mayor Nurnberg's request to me. He said, hey, let's get this started on the right foot. At which point I'm going to jump on board with him and push this as best I can. Whether it's 10-1, 9-2, or however these things end up in the future, I've committed to, regardless of where the vote falls at the end of the day, I'm going to get behind the policies we do as a council. I'm going to work hard to support them. And I promise you that, and I'll make that commitment going forward. So
I'd just like to make a few comments myself, and I thank the folks that signed up today. There's a wealth of experience and expertise in these areas in chambers, which is a rare thing, and we thank you for taking time, a diverse set of experience as well. on issues of resilience, on issues of equity and fairness. And two of those items of significance, symbolism but significance, are on our agenda today. Council just approved a charter for compassion, which recognizes that San Antonio is built on a foundation of compassion towards others. And this is an issue of our place in the world, to make sure that we're building not just a city that's strong, but a city that's strong for its future. I was the chairman of the Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources Committee for the National League of Cities. Under the Obama administration, we decided that cities need to lead on climate issues. And we sent mayors all around the country to Paris to come up with this accord. A groundbreaking accord recognizing that every city, every locality in the globe has a responsibility to its citizens locally and also its citizens around the world. That's what I'm excited about, having this be the first statement of the council. It recognizes that the work that we've already done is successful economically, creating jobs. It's also created a more sustainable environment. And it's helped us understand that San Antonio is not just an international city by name, but that we are a responsibility to the world. And at this point, we have two motions on the table. We'll take up the secondary motion first for a delay from Councilman Perry. So that is a motion and a second for a delay to August 3rd for Councilman Perry. And so for that, please vote. Motion fails.
No delay.
We'll take up the primary motion now for approval of the item. Motion made by Councilwoman Sandoval, seconded by Councilman Saldana. Please vote.
Boom. San Antonio with the world.